Welcome to today's lesson on meeting food demands. In our lesson today, we will examine how fertilizers help increase crop yields and improve food security, while also discussing their potential negative impacts on the environment. We will then cover biological control methods, which involve the use of natural predators or parasites to manage pest populations, and evaluate both their benefits and challenges. So far, you have learned about biodiversity and food security. You've understood the importance of maintaining diverse ecosystems and how food security is essential for sustaining human populations. This knowledge about balancing ecosystem health and ensuring adequate food supplies lays the groundwork for today's lesson on agricultural practices. Understanding the use of fertilizers and biological control highlights how human interventions can boost food production to meet population demands, while also considering ecological impacts. This insight is essential for finding sustainable agricultural practices that support both human needs and environmental health. Let's get started. In this lesson, we're exploring how biotechnology, specifically modern techniques such as mycoprotein production and genetic engineering of crops, can address the challenges of feeding a growing global population. We'll also look at the advantages and disadvantages of using fertilizers and biological control methods in agriculture. Fertilizers are critical in maintaining soil fertility and enhancing crop growth. They can be organic, like manure and compost, or chemical, like nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium granules or sprays. Let's look at some advantages of fertilizers. One is that they boost plant growth. Fertilizers quickly replace nutrients that plants consume from the soil, leading to faster and stronger plant growth. With better nutrition, crops produce more substantial yields, which is essential for feeding a growing population. Now for some disadvantages. One is the environmental impact. Excessive use of chemical fertilizers can lead to eutrophication in water bodies, causing algal blooms that deplete oxygen and harm aquatic life. Over time, continuous use of chemical fertilizers can also degrade soil health, reducing its fertility. Biological control involves using natural predators, parasites, or pathogens to manage agricultural pests. For example, ladybirds eat aphids, which damage crops. Parasitic wasps control whitefly populations in tomato crops. However, this can backfire. Cane toads were introduced in Australia to control beetles, but became pests themselves. Let's look at the benefits and drawbacks of this method. The advantages of biological control include that they are environmentally friendly. Biological control methods are more sustainable and less harmful to the environment compared to chemical pesticides. They are also target-specific. These methods can target specific pests without damaging other beneficial organisms. However, biological control does not always completely remove pest populations, which can still cause some damage. Furthermore, introducing non-native species for pest control can sometimes lead to new ecological problems, as seen with cane toads in Australia. In today's lesson, we focused on understanding the advantages and disadvantages of agricultural solutions to meet the demands of a growing human population. We centered our discussion on the use of fertilizers and biological control within the context of food production and ecology. We began by discussing fertilizers, which are substances added to soil to provide essential nutrients that enhance plant growth. The main advantage of fertilizers is that they can significantly increase crop yields, allowing farmers to produce more food on the same amount of land. This is crucial for feeding a growing population. However, we also considered the disadvantages such as the risk of water pollution through runoff, which can lead to eutrophication and harm aquatic ecosystems. Additionally, the overuse of fertilizers can degrade soil quality over time and affect long-term agricultural sustainability. Next, we explored biological control, a method that uses living organisms to control pest populations. The benefits of biological control include reducing the need for chemical pesticides, which can be harmful to the environment and human health. Biological control methods often target specific pests, thereby minimizing the impact on non-target species and maintaining ecological balance. Despite these advantages, we also noted some drawbacks, such as the unpredictability of biological control agents, and the possibility that they might become invasive or outcompete native species. Through this lesson, we highlighted the importance of balancing the need for increased food production with the necessity of maintaining environmental health. By examining both the positive and negative aspects of fertilizers and biological controls, you now have a deeper understanding of the complexities involved in modern agricultural practices and their implications for ecology and society.
Watch the rest of the GCSE biology course at Sophos Education.